This is the final product of what we will have after we draw 2-point boxes in perspective at eye level, above eye level, and below eye level. In 2-point perspective, the object that you're looking at is at an angle to you, so you're seeing a corner of it, or if you were looking at the corner of the room. So the first thing I like to do is establish an eye level line. So I am coming about halfway down my paper, and this line has to be perfectly horizontal. And I am going to make a horizontal line in the middle of my paper. This represents your eye level. This is your point of view, or where you are in relationship to the objects around you. They're either at your eye level, above your eyes, or below your eyes. So we're going to just pick this as where our eyes are. And then 2-point perspective means two sides of, today we're drawing boxes, two sides of the box are receding from you in space. So there's two vanishing points. Vanishing points are where the planes recede into space and end up touching. So we'll start by a 2-point box at eye level, which is right here somewhere on this line. We start with a perfectly horizontal line that represents the front corner of the box. Then we'll take guidelines out to the two vanishing points. So what you have to remember in 2-point perspective is that you have vertical lines and lines to the vanishing points. We call this vanishing point VP1, the one on the left, this one VP2, the one on the right. So anytime we make a vertical line, from the top and the bottom, we have guidelines that go to the vanishing points. Just in like 1-point perspective, your lines need to be exact, or the perspective drawing won't work because it's geometry. So now we have the front corner of our box. We're just going to pick a point that will stand for the left side of our box, and we'll make another vertical line. While we're here, we might as well pick a point on the right side that stands for the right side of our box and put a vertical line. Already you can see the box in perspective, but we want to draw through and make it look see-through to start with. So as when we had a vertical line, the top and the bottom had lines going to each vanishing point. We have to do that every time we draw a vertical line. So this vertical line already has a built-in vanishing point 1 line, but it doesn't have the vanishing point 2 line. So we put that light layout line in. Same with the bottom of it. It has a VP1 line, but not a VP2 line. We put that one in. The third line we drew has a built-in VP2 line, but not a VP1 line. I'm going to add that. And the same with the bottom. It has a VP2 line, but not a VP1 line. If all your lines are perfectly vertical and to the vanishing points, then this place where these guidelines cross on the top and bottom should fall directly vertically over each other, which they do. If they don't, it means you've done something wrong in the drawing. Probably not been accurate with your verticals or the lines to your vanishing point. So there's the back plane of the box and the corresponding front plane, the front side, the back side, the front, and the back. So we'll darken the front of it so it pops forward and leave the other lines light. There's a 2-point box at an angle to us, right, with a corner facing us. at eye level. Next we'll build one above eye level, so we'll end up seeing, this is at eye level, so we can't see the top of the box or the bottom. You can see through, but we can't see the top and the bottom of the structure. So when we build one above eye level, we'll be able to see the bottom of the box. So we're going to build it a little higher to leave room for the bottom. Again, start the same way. You're going to start with this front edge, but above eye level. And I'll put it over here so we have room. We're just picking a size. Big or small. Just like before, every time we have a line, we're going to want to take guidelines off the top and the bottom of that line to the vanishing point. And then to the other vanishing point. So at the front, these fronts, just build those. We're going to continue building the box through. Let's make this one really long and skinny. So we'll pick to end the box right here, so it has a skinny front. And we'll pick to end the back of the box way back here, so it's long. Just like the first time, anytime we draw a line, we have lines going to the vanishing point. So we draw this line, it already has a vanishing point at one line, but not a two line. So you put that in. Same thing on the bottom. And then over here already has the VP2 line. Let's put in the VP1 line. And on the bottom, add the VP1 line. So where are those vanishing point lines? Cross right here and right here. If you've done everything accurately, those should be vertically over each other. So you're not connecting the dots here, you're making sure those are vertically over each other as a double check that you've drawn everything else correctly. Okay, so now we're going to darken the front of the box so it pops forward and so we can clearly see the box not as a see-through thing, but as a solid. Darken the bottom plane. The front plane. And the top. So you see, this one's a little dark, but you see it pop forward, not as a solid. Above eye level, the bottom, in the corner. So you can put those anywhere here. This one can go anywhere on the eye level line or up and down, but as long as it crosses the eye level line. And then one below eye level, just start the same way. Put it over on the left. Start with the box, edge, that edge, just like we did the other two times. Make sure it's vertical. Top and bottom both get a guideline to the vanishing points. One over here. And then establish what kind of proportions we want on this box. Maybe we'll make this one from here to here. More box shaped again. So we're going to put this left side with a vertical line on the one below eye level, making sure all your lines are perfectly vertical or to the vanishing point. And while we're doing that, we might as well put in the right side. Since we added a new line, we make sure there's 2 guidelines going to each vanishing point, or 1 per vanishing point. This one's missing the VP2 line. Lay in that guideline. It's also missing the VP2 line, has the VP1 line. Add that. This third line that we added has a built-in VP2 line, but no VP1 line, so we'll add that. Same with the bottom edge. VP2 line, but no VP1 line. We'll add that. And you look at your drawing, and you see where the 2 crosses are. Right here and right here. Just a little to the left of that front edge, because we're almost looking at the box perfectly with that right in the middle. So we're seeing equal amounts of both sides. If you've done everything right, these should be vertical over each other. Not connecting the dots, but double checking your drawing by lining that up, making a vertical, and seeing that they actually do meet up. Therefore, confirming that you're drawing right accurately. We'll darken the front planes of the box so it pops forward as a solid. So they're in the 2-point box below eye level where we're seeing it at an angle to us, and we get to see the top and